Yo, my name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. Right now I'm in Buffalo, New York, at a Walmart. Trying to still continue to give you this good content while I'm at work. I haven't even checked into my hotel yet. It's been a long night. My last video I did it from the Niagara airport. But let me tell you about what's going on lately. It's been so much going on. I can't even not record and tell you. Trump pedo has been threatening extremely high tariffs or military action against Mexico to combat the cartels drug trafficking into America. At first, I think that Mexico thought that Trumpito was playing, but I think at this point, all these foreign countries understand that this orange man means business. For real. And we literally just nuked Iran because they were suspected of enriching uranium. I know that was like 3 weeks ago, but we literally blew down a city with more than 10 times the entire population of Israel. And as far as tariffs, Trump has proven he will turn them tariffs up so high on your country, you won't be able to sell none of that damn thrift store merchandise that's been supporting your country for decades. The shop closed. For real, it literally might happen. So now that Trumpito has set his sights on drug crime, and focused on Mexico, Mexican president sent us some drug lords. They sent us a drug lord named Carl Quintero and 28 others. Lord Quintero is one of the FBI's top 10 most wanted criminals, despite being a drug lord. He's wanted for kidnapping a federal agent, for unaliving some federal agents, and a bunch of other charges related to violence and racketeering and conspiracy. Um, Although his DEA unaliving incident happened in like 1985, some people are asking, why is Mexico cooperating all of a sudden? Is it because of the 25% tariffs on all Mexican imports starting this week? If Mexico didn't help stop the cartel? Ancient alien theorists say yes. My name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. It wasn't just the tariffs. Trumpito first had accused the Mexican president of being complacent with the cartels because of how all the other candidates who had ran for president were unalive during the election trail. And he was threatening to, use the military force. He's already deployed thousands of troops outside of Mexico on the Mexican border, and I think the president, she knew she had to give up something, so she gave us a couple bargaining chips to buy some time. Make sure you tap that like and subscribe button. Let's get right to the video.
On to a Fox News alert. Mexico has extradited 26 high-ranking cartel members, including top leaders from the Sinaloa, Jalisco, and Noreste cartels to the U.S. That also includes one suspect who is accused of participating in the 2008 killing of a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy. Attorney General Pam Bondi writing, quote, "These 26 men have all played a role in bringing violence and drugs to American shores. Under this Department of Justice, they will face severe consequences for their crimes against this country."
We have Hudson Institute Senior Fellow and Foreign Policy Expert Rebecca Heinrich. She joins us now. Rebecca, good morning.
Good morning.
From what I'm reading, these 26 individuals, cartel members or leaders, I believe that the U.S. promised to seek the death penalty in order, as part of the deal to get them here. What's Mexico's, what is their incentive to send those folks here?
Well, if you remember, when the Trump administration designated the cartels as a foreign terrorist organization, obviously the Mexican government got incredibly nervous about that because that gives incredible power to the U.S. government to pursue the cartels. So the Mexican government is now cooperating with the U.S. government because it does not want U.S. forces going into Mexico to take care of the cartels, which have been a direct threat and have been terrorizing Americans, in which this administration is clearly not going to tolerate it. So what I find encouraging about this is the collaboration now between the U.S. government and the Mexican government so that, the Mexican government doesn't get any more of the direct kind of ire and attention from the Trump administration.
Yeah, a major win for the Trump administration because the last place these 26 cartel leaders would want to be is in U.S. custody. And our relationship with Mexico is unique when it comes to trade and also immigration. The timing of all this, what do you think about that and why this is happening right now?
Well, of course, President Trump is also threatening increased tariffs against Mexico. But really, Mexico still wants to be considered an ally of the United States. And in that press release that the Trump administration released designating the cartels as a foreign terrorist organization, it developed in that release the connection between the Mexican government and the cartels, saying the Mexican government cannot tolerate the cartels. It certainly cannot enable and then be enriched by them.
The only problem with President Claudia Sheinberg, she doesn't realize that Trumpito has 3 years left in office, and you can't just give us 26 washed up old drug lords who haven't even been kidnapping nobody or unaliving nobody since 2008, which was the latest of one of them that they extradited. But yeah, Claudia, do you think that 26 washed up kingpins is enough? Look, like I said, we just bombed Iran because they allegedly allegedly was enriching uranium for real. See, I initially read that Iran had used their drone facilities and smoked 190 soldiers and 935 Iranian citizens and 38 children and 102 women. And we smoked thousands of people. 26 is not enough, Claudia. As far as tariffs, since it is not affecting the U.S. stock market yet in a negative way, Trumpito definitely will smack Mexico with that 25% tariff. But he's actually doing Mexico a solid with the 25% because India is already paying 50%, Brazil pays 50%, Canada's already at 35%, Switzerland is at 39%, South Africa is at 30%. So it could be worse. That's all I'm saying. Also, I would like to take a moment to say that if there's any cartels watching my show, I like the cartels. I think cartels are cool. I don't think cartels care about tariffs because their imports are not traditionally taxed. Do I advocate violence? No, of course I don't. But am I afraid that a cartel might want to get me for reporting this? No, of course not. They know that I'm not Fox News. I'm me. I am me. But I am afraid it might discourage future business, with the cartel. Because like I always say, today's cartel is tomorrow's politicians and lawmakers and congressmen. So stay focused, you drug kingpins. Maybe tomorrow you'll be running this world. That's my show. Make sure you tap that like and subscribe button. Until next time, peace.